Okay, so here's an example of the Learning Mastery Gradebook in Canvas. This is an optional feature for any course, and it can be turned on through the course settings. This is how it changes the look of your overall teacher gradebook. You can see that the students are along the left, and then you have your learning outcomes across the top. And then as you start to enter scores for students, they will start to be displayed in sort of this color-coded matrix here. So we can get more information about any standard by hovering over it. You can see the text of the standard, the breakdown of student scores, where mastery is set. In this case, it's at a level of 3. You also can see a class average, which is above the learning outcome. And all of these, again, are set mastery to be level 3. Once you turn this on for your course, it actually exists side by side with the regular gradebook, so you can have a combination of learning mastery scores based on the outcomes that you create alongside of other grades like attendance, homework, that sort of thing. So both of these will stay open, and you can track those separately if you need to. Let me jump over to look at a student view. So again, once you turn this on, you'll have the option of displaying both learning mastery and regular assignments. Under learning mastery, this is in the student view now, students will see all the icons which you've created or imported into your course. And they are grouped by folder. And what you can do is just expand each folder to see the icons that are inside of it. So here's a fairly simple one. The teacher has grade 2 standards, and they've only added 2 of those, which they are tracking currently. The X here shows that they are below mastery. The check is meets mastery. And to the bottom right of each outcome is the amount of alignments. And an alignment basically is how many assignments are measuring this particular standard. So in this case, 2.4 for ELA is being measured by this one particular assignment, which the student scored a 0 on, which is why they have the red X. And then in this other case, the 2.15 standard is linked to 4 separate alignments. And you can see these are the scores that the student has on those 4 separate quizzes. And since we have set this outcome to hold on to the highest score, their final result is a 4 because they did achieve a 4 on one of these. And that is why there's a check right here. The number here on the top represents the 2 in this case is how many outcomes are in the group. And then the 1 is how many are at mastery or above. So the student has mastered 1 out of 2 in this case for ELA, and 1 out of 15 in this case for math. You can see here the 15 math standards. Not many of these have been assessed. You can see that because there are 0 alignments, except for this one, 2.6. This is the assessment for 2.6. So let's quickly look at the course settings and see how you would turn this on. Once you click on your settings, you're going to go to Feature Options, which is an option on the top. Then you need to turn on 2 options here. The first one is the Learning Mastery Gradebook. You'll want to click the X here and make it turn into a check. And then you'll also want to do the same for the Student Learning Mastery Gradebook. And once you check both of those, you will have both of those options in your course.